Hello and welcome back to Dune Awakening. Looks like I'm about to get that transmission when I land, I think. So I wanted to go ahead and start recording. And then we'll go on with what we're gonna do. So let's land. Oops, not where I meant to land, but that's okay. Receive transmission. Okay, it's a spice vision.
This next canto is disturbing. You have my sympathies. If your tongue offends, remove it. If your eyes cause you to stumble, pluck them out.
And now, our next and finest series.
The sand tiger shark, Cacharius
Taurus.
native to old Terra. The sand tiger,
Displays a curious reproductive strategy.
one of intrauterine cannibalism.
When the largest embryonic shark reaches a certain size threshold, it kills and devours its siblings. In the blackness of the primordial pocket ocean, that is, the sand tiger hunts its fellow embryos, absorbing their nutrients and achieving exponential growth. When the lone sand tiger shark emerges from the womb, it is stronger and better able to deal with predators and And what of you, little Adelphage? Do you grow? Are you enjoying your recent feast?
I can show you the way. Follow the guide. Have you seen what you needed to see? Is this the path you desired? Consider the strands that came before. Consider the strands that lie ahead. Consider whom you allowed to become entangled in those strands. Consider the choices.
Made some shady choices indeed. All for the Duke. I don't really care about the Fremen anymore. For the Duke.
I have something for us, but you must act quickly. An Ixian freighter lost contact with the spaceport at Arakeen on its descent from the Highliner. I don't know what it's carrying, but it's a safe bet that the command deck will carry the Ixian decoder technology we need. The problem is that Ixian tech is rare and valuable, so you'd better get there before the wreck is picked clean by scavengers. You'll know it by its name, the Hephaestus. I guess that makes you Prometheus in this story.
Alright, reach the wreck of the Hephaestus. So yeah, just picking up right where we left off. As soon as I got home, I got the indication that I was about to get a message of some sort. So we had that spice vision, and obviously indicated that we are taking out our, it's like Highlander, you know, the strongest consuming the weaker ones. And now Arya's reached out to us and says she's found there's a wreck with Ixian technology on it that we need to decode the Fremen information that we got when we met up with her. And the wreck of the Hephaestus may have that. So let's head there. What do I have in my inventory from last time? Lots of stuff. Got the Paranoid Holtzman Shield. A special Holtzman Shield with increased durability obtained from defeating the Paranoid. Okay. Oh, it's a shield. What am I thinking? 110. Slightly less power drain, so it just means it lasts longer. Cool. I'll take it. Alright, let's see if we can deposit some of this stuff real quick. Yeah, so last time if you did not watch, we killed the Paranoid, the leader of the Masquerades. Word count Finring. Alright. Blood bag's full, but my blood purifier's full, so won't be harvesting blood this time. What's my repair at? It's still okay. I'll repair it when it gets to 25%. But hopefully I should be moving up to the next tier ornithopter soon. We get into duraluminum. Go drop off these schematics. Alright, where is this wreck at? Weird. Is the Hephaestus, is that off of the overworld map? Maybe? It's not in shoal. Alright. I guess we'll go out into the overworld map and see what happens. Timed it correctly. There it is.
Oh, there. It seems this poor bastard has some metal lodged in his throat. Nothing to be done about it, of course, unless you're a sick doctor, which I'm fairly certain you are not.
You're right, I'm no souk doctor.
Yes, quite the opposite, in fact. You have the look of a degenerate killer about you. A happy development, as it were. It just so happens I'm in need of a degenerate killer.
I take no pleasure in killing, and I have other things to do.
Don't be modest. We haven't the time. The smoke from this wreckage is already visible across 3 sectors. By sunset, this wreck will be crawling with scavengers of every stripe, out from their hidey holes to pick the bones clean. You and I must complete our rescue before that swarm arrives.
Rescue? Who are we saving?
While the ship released a brief distress call in the minutes before impact, there was a second, discreet call on an encrypted frequency. A frequency reserved for the Regis Familia, which puts me in a bit of a bind. I'm highborn, and while I was merely passing through, I am honor-bound to investigate any distress call transmitted on a noble frequency.
I don't like to get involved in highborn business.
I don't expect you to understand, gutter-born as you surely are. But understand this. As the sole-ranking Imperial subject of the First Order, I am fully empowered to compel your assistance on this mission. You will help me find and extricate the highborn passenger behind the distress call. Unless you question my authority, in which case you might find some metal lodged in your throat.
What's in it for me?
Normally I'd kill you for the insult, but since I need your assistance, I help you find what you need, and you help me save the highborn.
I'm looking for an Ixian decoder.
Well, luckily for you, we're on a cargo ship positively laden with advanced technological wonders. We'll find your decoder and my highborn and abscond with our spoils before the rabble of the desert shows up. Deal?
Never killed Ixians before.
Well, then you are in for a treat. They come in different flavors. The Suboids are especially rambunctious.
I'm in.
Excellent. Our first order of business is to gain access to the hold. This helpful fellow suggested our distress call might have originated there. It's not unheard of for highborns to travel incognito using old cargo containers, usually refurbished with luxury appointments. The ship's hold will most assuredly be protected by a pentashield. The Ixians are randy for security. You will need to find a key. I will endeavor to locate the cargo manifest so that we may ascertain exactly which container we are looking for, and that thing you want, of course. I'll stay in contact over the net. Kill anything that moves.
Goodbye. So that unlocks something about feyd rautha. Let's look at that real quick. Let's see. Oh yeah, they're lit up. I guess I got new stuff to read, guys. Alright. We're not done with the codex yet, everybody. Hang tight.
Going to have to engage and secure the hold. An easy bit of murder for a killer like you. The Suboids are but brain-addled laborers with no aptitude for combat, and they are light-sensitive. Should I open this?
What are you doing? The Suboids are gonna kill us all!
Calm down, I've dealt with the submarines.
Those were just the ones outside! They want revenge, they'll be coming after us!
Take a deep breath, tell me who you are.
I'm just crew. My name is Suf Rondi. This is my third voyage on the Hephaestus.
How do I get into the cargo hold?
There's an eye scanner attached to the pentashield. If you've got authorization, it unlocks the pentashield.
Do you have authorization?
Well, yes, No, I'm not going out there. Besides, if you killed the Suboys in here, the others will be trapped on the other side.
You can either come with me to the door or your eye can come without you. Jeez.
No, you wouldn't! Leave me alone!
Remove his eye. Yeah, I'm doing it. For the Duke. Alright. Our soul becomes further compromised. That's a very Harkoonin thing we just did. But we must
Messy
find the
business
Fremen.
removing an eye. Of course, Chom makes a little vacuumy tool to perfectly pop one out while simultaneously cauterizing the hole. I've been meaning to get one, but somehow without the knife, it feels like the fun would be lost. And I'm glad I was right about you, my degenerate killer.
I feel bad about ripping that guy's eye out, guys. No, I wasn't on my co-op game because I'm marking it. I'm trying to have the higher ground here. Too late now. Ooh, iodine pills. That's cool. Where are you going?
I'm in the ship's power center. Emergency power is holding. Perhaps I can relay power to the lights in the cargo area. Try not to die until I solve this bit of technical tomfoolery. That did something.
You guys coming?
That was the engines. Almost have it.
Scared me?
Almost have it. day, the Nar Baron said, "Let there be light." That was taxing. Now, you're going to have to locate the mechanism to move the containers around. The Ixian technology is reliable. So, you're looking for an Ixian decoder on an Ixian shipwreck, which makes sense. But what I'm curious about is what you want to decode. Don't worry. Like most things, the mystery of your purpose here is probably beneath my notice. Still, I have to wonder who tipped you off about this shipwreck and how you got here so fast. Don't worry, though. We can have a thorough discussion about it after we've rescued the princess and salvaged your Ixian decoder.
Getting some radiation here.
Vendomas.
Oh, the layout of this frigate is maddening. We're looking for container H8-40236.
Farm some batteries while I'm here. Alright, well, what's this way? I'm assuming we don't want to go out that way. Alright.
Describe what you see. Leave nothing out.
This looks like Bene Gesserit stuff. Describe the contents of the container.
And a Communinet console set to an Atreides frequency. An orange Catholic Bible. What's that passage again? Beware the seeds you sow and the crops you reap. Do not curse God for the punishment you inflict upon yourself. That's Bene Gesserit garb. So our trapped noble was a Bene Gesserit. Looking at the system files, It seems the remaining Ixians and our Bene Gesserit noble have barricaded themselves in the bridge. And there's a mass of Suboids trying to get in. We had better hurry. I'll meet you there. I must admit something to you. I'm afraid I haven't been entirely candid about our mission. Neither my presence here nor the identity of our rescue subject are as random as I might have first let on. A Bene Gesserit sister, a noble with highly placed Atreides contacts, returning in secret from Warlock 9, home of the Bene Gesserit Mother School. I do believe my errant princess has come home at last.
Seriously? Ammo and water? Lame. I mean, seriously, I could have probably manhandled that guy and pushed his eye up against the thing. You know, probably didn't have to rip his eye out. Feel bad, man. My gun stopped working after 5 seconds.
Is the Buddha Varilax?
Cool though. A rope. Should I climb? Is that what it's telling me? So hard to see, man.
We need officer clearance to access the bridge. Fortunately, the captain decided to remain with the ship. He wasn't using it anymore.
There are more in here than I expected. More than should reasonably fit, in fact.
Well, that's not a positive development. Try to switch the lights on.
Okay.
These fight with unexpected ferocity.
Remove the fuse capacitor. Disturbing levels of radiation, man. Restart the power in nacelles.
Anytime now.
Come on, guys. Let's not find the radiation. Auxiliary power. Search for an Ixian decoder on the bridge.
Plenty to go around.
Hold on. Okay, let's dance.
Hail the conquering hero. Hello? It's safe to come out now? The enemy is vanquished. For day one. Well then, when one sends out a distress call, the least one could do is stay around to be rescued.
Search for an Ixian decoder? Okay.
Well, she's clearly not here.
My sources were either wrong or just unreliable. Though the distress signal was real enough, apparently my princess.
Oh, the Galassian girls will do it for pearls, and the Arakeen for water. But if you desire dames like consuming flames, try a Caledonian daughter.
Gurney, halleck.
Do I have the honor of addressing Feyd, rautha? I was watching you on the Transeye, boy. When the Suboids ran wild, we suspected Harkonnen interference. So I laid a little trap of my own.
Where is the girl?
Oh, you fool. The ship was carrying a different cargo. She was never even here. And she doesn't belong to you.
The betrothal remains, halleck. A signed and sealed agreement. Or do the Atreides no longer keep their word?
Oh, to the letter, Harkonnen. But unlike my Lord Duke, I've seen the slave pits of Gedi Prime. Atreides don't sell Atreides.
You'd stand against the will of the Sisterhood?
I won't need to. No groom, no wedding. I have triggered the explosives that I attached to the fuel chambers of the ship. You have moments to live. Goodbye.
The storm outside must be interfering with the detonation signal, which buys us time to escape. Well, not much time.
Can you hear me? Hello? The wreck is not safe. Gurney Halleck has laid a trap. He's going to blow it up. Get out of there!
Another time then, my degenerate killer.
So that was Feyd, huh? Escape the bridge. Intense, man. Said reach or base or city. Okay. Send back to your base or your city. Let's go to Arakeen because I'm probably gonna have to talk to Elara. Toek, maybe. Well, she's in Harker Village. Okay, well let's just go back to Haggard Base now. I don't think I love that voice actor for Gurney Halleck. I didn't really like the way he looked either. Don't ask me why. I like Josh Brolin. He was a good Gurney Halleck. I really like the guy in the sci-fi miniseries. He was good. Alright. Like straight from where you come in over here is my base, so convenient.
Are you there? Did you make it out? Cool, Had. I swear, Gurney is going to go too far one day. My father will have to bring him to heel. My father... I should have mentioned who he was. Duke Leto Atreides, the Red Duke. Wait, you're not Harkonnen, are you? Actually, don't tell me. It doesn't matter. Let's just focus on decoding this film. I can't meet you right now. My parents, mostly my mother, are watching me very closely. They weren't impressed by my brush with the Masquerade. Keep the decoder safe, and I'll meet you as soon as I can. And keep your net open. And stay away from strangers. Gurney always says you can judge a person by the company they keep.
Alright, well,
Hello, kitten. Did you miss me? Fenring has sent me some new names. Come and see me in Harco Village and we can discuss the details. See you soon.
why you can't just tell me over the communinet. But, yeah, so we got the Ixian decoder we needed, but I guess got to wait for Ari to be ready to meet us to use that. But Elara has more work for us from Count Fenring, so we'll work on that later. But thanks for watching. If you liked the episode, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and stick around for the reading of the lore, which apparently we have a lot more of. Exciting, huh? For you lore heads. Alright. So, Fremkit. Paracompass. Definition from Imperial Archives. Commentary from Count Fenring. Definition. Any compass that determines direction by local magnetic anomaly used where relevant charts are available and where a planet's total magnetic field is unstable or subject to masking by severe magnetic storms. Commentary. On Arrakis, due to the magnetic interference of the storms and the moons, the paracompass is the sole means of guidance. But when in Haga Basin south of the pole, heading north, also south from the pole, it can become confusing. My advice, don't overthink it. Definition, sync chart. Map of Arrakis surface laid out with reference to the most reliable paracompass routes between places of refuge. Detailed maps of the deep desert are impossible to create due to the Guild prohibition on satellites and the constant storms which alter the landscape. A survey probe can be used to map local terrain, create a sync chart for distribution. Be wary, those sync charts are quickly out of date. Steel suit. Body enclosing garment invented on Arrakis. Its fabric is a micro-sandwich performing function of heat dissipation and filter for bodily waste. Remarkably ingenious devices invented here by the native population. Though local manufacturers and even Cholm have attempted to replicate steel suit, it is well known that the most efficient steel suits are crafted by the Fremen. Static compactor, a device that uses a static discharge to either repel or attract sand, used as a digging tool in loose sand surfaces or to gather particles together on the surface. Another invention of the Fremen, but one that I find has broader applications. For example, the static discharge attracts all particles, including airborne, so it can be used to clear poisonous gas from the air. It also has a dampening effect on fire, gathering it together so it disperses in an instant. Useful indeed. Alright, we will read the rest of that next time. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.